Patriots documentary, The Dynasty, featured the mystery of your former teammate Malcolm Butler only playing one snap in Super Bowl 51. Let's watch this clip.
In the 2017 season, Malcolm Butler played 98% of the snaps. Why was he only on the field for one play during the Super Bowl?
Matt, we've talked about that.
I didn't ask you about it.
What has been told to me is that there was something personal going on between Bill and Malcolm that was not football related.
What were your thoughts when you heard Malcolm would not be playing?
I was a starter with Malcolm the previous 2 years. And I tell you to this day, I don't know.
Does he know?
He never told me. And Devin
Did he sign an NDA or something?
I don't know.
Because by now I'll be like, yo.
Nobody truly knows, bro. I will say this, though. I'm in Tennessee that year. Them boys just went back to another Super Bowl. So we had beat Atlanta the year before. I left free agency. Malcolm was, still there. And they were playing Philly. And he called me he FaceTimed me. He never FaceTimes me. He FaceTimed me like the Friday or Saturday before the game. Like, playoff week 2, or Super Bowl, you got 2 weeks of prep. That is just walkthroughs. Yeah. Like, you're not really, nothing news happening. And he FaceTimed me. And I was on my phone. I called him back. He's like, just pick up. He's like, man, forget it. I'm good. And he's hung up. And it was really frantic. I'm like, what the heck is going on with Malcolm? Like, game's tomorrow. Then I saw him crying during the national anthem. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. I said, I hope they don't mess with Malcolm. And then he didn't play. So, but he never told me. I was his teammate in Tennessee after. He never told me.
Did you ask him?
Yeah, of course I asked him.
I don't know. You might be I ain't getting that man business.
He knew he was out. Like, before that game, he knew he was out of New England going forward.
I wonder what the hell he
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wonder what he do, man.
This is a mystery that Malcolm is going to be in Malcolm's book. So that's when I'm going to learn it too, but I don't know. And I'm definitely
really
close to him.
I honestly want to know what he did.
Yeah, hopefully we find out.
What was it like playing for Coach Belichick, the time that you had and you spent with him?
Yeah, I definitely got Belichick earlier in my career, so I didn't know any different. It was definitely a lot of discipline, but man, he is so smart in a way to simplify the game for us. Like, he made the game seem so simple of what I want you to do. Logan, I don't want you to worry about that. Just don't let this guy beat you outside.
Yeah.
And Devin's got you inside. And I don't care how many interceptions you have or who or what Darrelle Revis is doing over there. We are doubling this guy, period. And we didn't really, there was no ego in the sense of saying, man, I want to cover him one-on-one. It was like, all right, let's just double him. Let's just win by 40. What we sweating about? Like, I think we had no 100-yard receiver in my 4 years there. We took guys away. And I believe a lot of teams should play like that. Why would you let another team's best player or a guy that sets the rhythm of their offense, why would you let another offense get in rhythm? We were so great at taking away offense's rhythm. And I thought he was a genius in his simplicity of explaining that.
Yeah, I had he was my defensive coordinator with the Jets.
Yeah.
So I had the privilege to sit in the meetings with him, probably every Friday. We would sit, or was it Saturday? It was Saturday or Friday. We would sit in a meeting for about an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, going over some bullshit film on a 2-minute package because I was the safety in our 2-minute. And so you're like, dude, they only gonna run 4 plays here.
Yeah.
But he would go all the way back to wherever that coach who's calling the plays.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, man, I seen stuff that was like ancient history 10 years ago. I'm like, Bill.
Yeah, he gonna show some.
And true enough, he went all the way back to, I don't remember who the offensive coordinator was. We were playing the Jaguars in the divisional round playoff game. And I remember him saying, now look, they're gonna go 3-by-1 over here. And when he does this, blah, 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 and I'm like, okay, all right. And it worked, I got a pick. So, AG and my the other DBs, they was mad because they wanted me to just bat the ball down.
Bat it down.
No, I took it.
You were the jumper.
Yeah, I got it. I'm like, I got it. This is mine. Y'all be quiet. Marcus Coleman, all of them. I tell me, y'all be quiet. I got this. It's mine on my resume.
I'm the jumper. Y'all box out.
Are you surprised that he's not coaching this year? Just not the New England Patriots, in the league in general.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I definitely think he was one of the better coaches available on the cycle. Vrabel as well. I play with Vrabel, but I definitely think that times are changing. The league are looking for more offensive-minded guys, looking for guys that are quarterback developers now, and maybe they just feel like Belichick's way. They're not sure if they're willing to change so much about the organization for what he needs. I don't know what he's requiring, because I know in New England he had a lot of roster control and a lot of power that I don't know what he was asking for or whatnot. But for pound as a coach, he's definitely one of the best available.
So you spent 2 seasons with the Giants in 2020-21, and you grew up in South Jersey, which is a little further away from New York than what most people think, closer to PA, closer to Philly.
Yeah.
Did you grow up an Eagles fan at all? Or you?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I did grow up an Eagles fan.
So why go to the Giants?
I grew up. I mean, it was the Eagles didn't offer me a contract.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's funny when I got there, because I know how that rivalry is, man. That's like SEC football up there for people. Like NFC East football up there is pro football is big, and you got to decide. Like, there's no tiptoeing. And it's Giants and it's Eagles, and everyone hates the Cowboys up there, period. So it's a good thing I didn't go to the Cowboys. But when I went up there, they said, oh, did you grow up, I know you're from Jersey, you grew up a Giants fan. I'm like, man, I'm a fan of the NFC East. I've been watching these battles I never answered. I just said I'm a fan of the NFC East. But yeah, I did grow up an Eagles fan. I grew up watching McNabb and Brian Dawkins and Jeremiah Trotter, and David Akers was the kicker, man. I can name almost everyone on the roster. But I grew up watching
football.
So
you didn't like me then?
I mean, you definitely had some ways,
Yeah, you didn't like me because I used to terrorize the Eagles.
Yeah, Lito Shepard and the boys.
And Brown and Shelton Brown.
I mean, I gotta look. Doc probably got you one time.
No, Doc didn't do nothing but talk. That's all. He diving on piles. He a JOP dude.
He crawled out the tunnel.
No, he gonna crawl out the tunnel. Funny story though. I don't know. But we're in Philadelphia. Yeah, we were in Philly, and he came out with the whole. That's my boy too. He came out with the whole. The cartoon, whatever the stuff
the Wolverine.
is. Wolverine.
Yeah, the Wolverine mask.
Wolverine
Weapon X.
deal. He doing all the Wolverine stuff.
That's Logan, Weapon X name.
Doing
Logan.
all that, right?
Yeah.
So I catch him at the, I'm standing on the sideline, and he come past our bench or whatever. I said, man, you need to stop with all of those fake-ass WWE bullshit. Nobody want to hear all that. Come play football. He just was like, oh, you be just my house. I said, man, you need to you need to do wrestling. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, he's speaking in tugs.
Now, the Eagle fans are interesting. When I was getting divorced from Keyshawn's mom, at the vet.
Smooth transition.
No, but I know the Eagle fans. I'm getting divorced from the mother. The whole stadium is screaming, where's your wife?
Oh, wow.
We at the vet. We get ready to go to the Super Bowl. We beat them. And they going crazy. They worried about what my wife was at.
Yeah,
but it was fun though. It was a lot of fun.
They do their research over there. Boy.
No, they definitely. They say great transition. It's okay. He grown now.
Yeah, that's funny to me.
Yeah. We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.